I am as American as apple pie. Red, white, and blue till I die. We're talking jean shorts and the 4th of July. I was brought up with the innate sense that the sky was the limit. Born and bred with the mentality that the only thing that could curb my capacity were the doubts in my head. Nature and nurture cultivated the belief in me that a person's position was tied only to the decisions that they made in this life. And then I went to Africa with my wife. And I'm sitting there on the other side of the world in the back of a cab trying to bring home our baby girl. And I was overwhelmed by what was unfurling before my eyes. Everywhere I looked, I saw potential. As soon as the sun would rise, you would see men and women grinding till nightfall, unleashing incredible talent and hustle just to rustle up enough money to feed themselves for a day. And then I have this uncomfortable thought. What if I was born in this place? What if I had never graced the sand beaches of Northport, Florida, where I was raised? What would my life be like if I had to spend this much time and energy just to survive? What if I have been believing the lie that I am exceptional when the only difference between me and them is the circumstances that freed up my potential? The truth is, all over the world, access to simple things that are often taken for granted keep people from blooming where they're planted. This is something that the Hospital Sisters Mission Outreach can't handle. Our mission is simple. We want to be the conduits of compassionate efficiency, facilitators of loving practicality, and quiet cultivators of a brand new reality. We work to get resources to localities that increase the quality of life and reduce mortality. And when you watch from the outside, you might get the distinct impression that what we do is magic because we turn every dollar into 7. Faith, hope, and love compel us and our partners to go beyond and above. Through our collective blood, sweat, and tears, we have sent $80 million worth of medical gear to places where a treatable disease elicits incredible fear. That means that over 530 hospitals, clinics, churches, NGOs, doctors, and nurses have dispersed life-giving medical supplies that help people thrive. It's simple math. Every time you remove an obstacle, you unleash human potential that is unstoppable. But even with all of this progress, the need is still palpable. Every day, 30,000 people die of poverty-related diseases. 800 million people in the world don't have enough to eat, and 1.2 billion will make less than $1 before they go to sleep. And yet the solution to these problems is not far away. It lies within you and me. We can be the exception. People who understand that our treasure is in heaven. People who treasure people instead of possessions. When you give to our cause, you bring light to depression. You fuel our obsession to lessen the burden of poverty. Your generosity helps us fight medical inequality. So consider this your invitation to add action to words. Together, we can change lives and maybe even the world.
Please welcome your hosts for the evening, Autumn Kersey and David McKenzie.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. And welcome to Abundance Worldwide.
That's right.
From the warehouse to the world. It's an evening in support of Hospital Sisters Mission Outreach and their work to provide life-saving medical supplies and equipment to people in need. Tonight is about hope. It is about joy. And it is about doing our part to ensure that those less fortunate have a bright future. In short, we are here to change lives, and we are here to change the world. It is possible with your continued support. So thank you for taking time out of your evening. We are honored and blessed to have you here.
Autumn, you're absolutely right. And before we begin the program, let's make sure everyone is ready and prepared to participate this evening. Just because we're virtual doesn't mean we don't want you to be involved. We encourage your participation this evening through the chat functions and all the usual social media platforms, and we will be sharing your comments throughout the evening. So be sure to chat away. Have fun. Wherever device you have chosen to choose for viewing this evening, I encourage you now to make sure you have a second device at the ready. So get out your phone, tablet, or fire up that laptop because you are going to want to log in now and get yourself set up to ensure you're ready to browse through all of our amazing online silent auction items to participate, in our Funda container. Oh boy.
Oh boy, it's going to be a great night. Now listen, if you pre-registered for this event, then you should have already received a link to participate. However, if you're just joining us, we can help you get set up too. Simply text Abundance Worldwide 2020 to 243-725. That's Abundance Worldwide 2020 to 243-725. You will then follow the prompts, and just like that, you'll be in on the action.
Yep.
Now, if you prefer, you can also jump over to the website shown on your screen and get registered that way.
So excited. Now, the silent auction will be going strong until November 14th at 7 p.m. Okay, November 14th at 7 p.m. That means you've got a week to duke it out over your favorite items. So be sure to put a watch on your favorites, or you could easily get outbid. Okay, because I like them. I might jump in there myself. So if you're already registered and are planning to find your registration link, I've got you. You too can text Abundance Worldwide 2020 to 243-725, or use a website shown on your screen right now. You'll follow the prompts and then simply log in using the credentials you set up when you pre-registered. I definitely recommend you get that set up right now, Autumn.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want to delay. Now listen, tonight, Mission Outreach will share their work through recipient stories, entertainment, and opportunities for you to give to this amazing cause. Before we get started, I think it's really important that we take a moment to recognize those individuals that made tonight's event possible. At our premier level this evening, we would like to recognize Central Illinois Radiological Associates, E.L. Pruitt, HSHS St. John's Hospital, Dr. Calvin, and Dina Bell.
Thank you. And at our sustainer level, we have HSHS Medical Group, we have HSHS Illinois Division, O'Shea Builders, and West Coast Medical Resources. So thank you all. Additionally, we would like to thank all of those that came in at our leader level this evening. So thank you all for sure. And let's not forget our generous partner sponsors. Thank you all for your support. We just appreciate, without you, this would not be possible.
Absolutely. And oh boy, an overwhelming number of sponsorships at our supporter and friends level.
That's right.
Thank you. And a big virtual applause to all of our sponsors for their ongoing support and promotion of Hospital Sisters Mission Outreach and their mission.
Absolutely. Now, how many of you out there this evening are dining on those special shrimp boil meals? Okay, prepared by Robert's Seafood Market. I just ate and now I'm hungry reading this, okay? If you picked one of these awesome dinners up, drop a comment in any of the available chat functions. We would love to hear what your thoughts are, because we both are jealous.
Oh boy, it sounds so good. You know,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing a picture or two of those delicious meals.
Please, yes, let us know.
All right. And yeah, what a great treat. Thank you so much. I could go for some gumbo, not going to lie.
Right, I know, me
Sounds
too.
really tasty. All right, everyone. We hope you're ready to get this evening started and to raise some money for Mission Outreach. Pour yourself a beverage of choice, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Absolutely. Now let's start the night off with a few words from the president and executive director of Mission Outreach, Georgia Winston.
Thank you so much, David. Welcome to Abundance Worldwide. You know, we're taking our warehouse to the world. And I'm sitting here in this warehouse surrounded by medical supplies and biomedical equipment scheduled to be delivered to poor hospitals around the world. I wish you were all here with me, but I am so grateful to our sponsors and to each one of you for being willing to join us through this virtual event. You know, much is changing, but much is staying the same. Mission Outreach continues to be motivated by one simple, inescapable fact. We are responsible to care for one another, and we are responsible to care for our shared home. The world is changing, and we are changing with it. We are becoming much more aware of the life-saving value of medical supplies and biomedical equipment. And we are also becoming more aware of the incredible challenges that our partners in low-resource countries face each day. We are getting a glimpse of what it is like to deal with medical supply and biomedical equipment shortages. And we have an opportunity to change that. This year, Mission Outreach plans to collect $6 million in medical supplies and equipment, and all of those items will be distributed to those in need. Mission Outreach is one of a very few medical surplus recovery organizations accredited to work according to WHO standards. What we do matters, and how we do it is just as important. Mission Outreach staff and volunteers work every day to provide the very best product that we can. All of the supplies are carefully sorted, packaged, and labeled. We create custom surgery trays. Our biomedical engineer assesses and repairs every piece of biomedical equipment that goes out. How we do what we do shows respect and love for those we serve. It shows that we are taking responsibility and we are taking action to care for others. This event tonight gives you an opportunity to take responsibility and to take action to make the world a better place. You'll have opportunities tonight to join us in our work and to help us send medical supplies and equipment, help us send our warehouse to the world. Thank you once again for being here. And now I'm going to turn it back over to our host.
Thank you, Georgia.
Wow.
This year, Mission Outreach stepped up to provide personal protective equipment to hospitals in the Midwest, all while sending their generous international donations to 95 countries.
95.
Mission Outreach is selflessly serving others, and they are asking for your support tonight to help them send their warehouse full of equipment and supplies around the world.
You're absolutely right, Autumn. And they are focused on serving others. In other words, servant leadership. Check this out. In 2019, Mission Outreach spent 95% of their total annual expenses on program services. And since the organization formed in 2002, they have sent more than $80 million worth of medical supplies and equipment to hospitals and clinics in the developing world. $80 million.
That
Wow.
is impressive.
Wow.
Organizations like Operation International, they value and rely on the medical supplies and equipment Mission Outreach provides in order to successfully complete life-saving surgeries in remote, poverty-stricken areas. I mean, can you imagine being in the middle of a remote jungle and unable to plug in your equipment, or the medical equipment you bring breaks down? Mm-hmm. Each piece of equipment sent out goes through a rigorous process to ensure that everything is working properly. And additionally, they send along accessories and manuals and extra parts just in case. Mission Outreach is continually going above and beyond to ensure the patient and care provider's safety is always top of mind.
Absolutely. Now, tonight, we will ask you to go above and beyond to support this mission. I went above too, okay? I got my socks on as well too. I'm ready to go. Mission Outreach has at least 30 40-foot containers to send before June of 2021. So right now, we are asking, will you help fund these containers? No matter what level you are able to give, it will make a tremendous, huge difference.
All right, are you gonna auction off those socks for us tonight? They're pretty snazzy.
Maybe.
Now listen, as a reminder, your donations this evening are being accepted through the platform One Cause. Now this is the link you received when you registered for the event. You simply click Donate Now and select your level of giving. If you missed the information on how to register earlier in the program, it's on your screen again right now. And if you're still having any difficulties, because we know technology does not always work with us, please leave a comment in any of the chat functions as we have individuals standing by ready to assist you.
Now, hope and joy are two terms you hear a lot of at Hospital Sisters Mission Outreach. The medical supplies and equipment these poverty-stricken areas receive allow the opportunity to feel hope and joy, possibly for the first time.
From our warehouse to the world, we send medical supplies and equipment. Suffering patients receive much more. Hope, joy, freedom, dignity, and a future. Mission Outreach works with donors, volunteers, and compassionate doctors around the world. Volunteers sort and package supplies, filling our warehouse with essential medical supplies and equipment. Our international logistics team leads the complex shipping process, from Mission Outreach to needy communities waiting for 40-foot containers, each with at least $150,000 in donated products. Fiji, an island paradise for vacationers, struggles to provide health and hope for the rural poor. Mission Outreach partners with Equal Med to meet critical needs, including equipment to support safe labor and delivery.
Convey our sincere gratitude to the donors to have contributed to these blessings for our beloved nation and for the mothers of Fiji. Those who cannot even pay for private practitioners to serve them, but choose this union, and then you came in as a blessing to help. We thank you. We have nothing to say but our sincere thank you.
Joy in the midst of suffering. You see it in Kenya, in a prayer with a friend, in a handshake, in the skilled hands of a compassionate surgeon, in an encouraging hug, in new discoveries, new experiences, new friendships, and in shy smiles of gratitude. Mission Outreach has delivered more than $9 million in medical supplies to Kenya, with much more to come.
Much, much more indeed. Mission Outreach relies on generous donors to support their work. Tonight, we will be continuing a successful Mission Outreach tradition, Fund a Container. Now, you are welcome to donate at any level. We will be highlighting several levels and the need for your donations. So come with us into the virtual warehouse to learn more about how Mission Outreach puts the containers together and about how the need for your donations. We're going to start off tonight with our $5,000 level.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
I know.
Yeah.
And a big thanks to Jim and Annette McDermott for being the first to kick things off for us. Wow, thank you so much, Jim and Annette.
Thank you, Jim.
Now,
Thank you,
this
Annette.
level has a significant impact on the lives of families. Infant mortality is a major problem in low-resource countries. Mission Outreach donations, such as fetal monitors and ultrasounds, have been proven to reduce this problem. A donation of $5,000 can cover attachments and parts necessary to equip 5 fetal monitors or ultrasounds. Oh my goodness, we just got another gift from
Bring
the
it in.
Somner family. Thank you so
Bring
much,
it in.
Somner
Thank you.
family, for your incredible support. Your generosity is helping Mission Outreach provide safe births for thousands of mothers and babies. And thank you, Greg and Mary Starman Harrison, for
Pour 'em in.
contributing at this level.
Pour it in, people.
The
Thank you.
generosity and kicking our event off tonight with such generous hearts. Thank
Absolutely.
you so much. Now, just a reminder, we're accepting donations through the One Cause app. And if you're having some trouble getting logged in, leave a chat in any of the chat functions and someone will help you out. Now, David, we're going to move on, but for those of you watching, if you feel called to give at this level to help Mission Outreach reduce infant mortality in poverty-stricken countries, your gift will not go unnoticed.
Dignity and freedom, a love of freedom, birthed our country. Freedom of speech, religion, assembly. For those in poverty-stricken countries, freedom has a simpler meaning. Things like the freedom to simply sleep well, go to work to make a living, and take care of other family members. These freedoms can be lost to medical conditions out of their control. Mission Outreach provides the tools to restore these freedoms. Take a look.
The people here, they are really, really poor. They have poverty, illiteracy, and diseases.
And what they had wasn't working at all. We had our own portable suction machines that we brought with us. So those were the ones that we were able to use. Other basic stuff like gauze pieces, just flushing solutions, they had none of that.
And one of the patients that struck me is a gentleman who has a 6.5 kilogram tumor arising from one of his shoulders that limited his ability to live a normal life and earn his living.
Il y a eu longtemps qu'un beau jour, j'ai un petit jeune ami qui m'a dit, tiens, tu as un furon sur ton omoplate gauche. J'ai dit non, je n'ai pas de furon. Il a attrapé mon bras par là. Il me dit, voilà, furon. Je dis, mais qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Il me dit, bon, lui ne connaît pas. Donc, au fur et à mesure, ça prenait de l'enflure et ça prenait du volume. Et jusqu'à un jour, bon, j'ai passé dans certaines cliniques, on m'a dit que bon, c'est pas à leur niveau. Mais ça m'empêche de me coucher bien. Si je me couche, il faut pencher un côté, soit je me couche sur mon ventre afin de pouvoir avoir du sommeil. Et bon, ça me coupe aussi souvent le sommeil très vite. Donc c'est tout ce qui est là. Bon, au niveau, quand je mange quelquefois, bon, il me semble qu'il y a un petit vertige aussi qui vient. Je ne sais pas si ça dépend de cela. Ou bien j'ai manqué de sang, je ne sais pas. Je les remercie beaucoup. Je me sens très bien à l'heure où je suis, puisque je me sens déjà rétabli à 100%. Donc vraiment, je ne peux rien ajouter. Les mots me manquent beaucoup. Donc vraiment, vous êtes des bienfaiteurs. Que Dieu bénisse pour votre générosité.
Bon, je suis dans la parfumerie. Je vends les parfums. Mais je n'ai pas de magasin, mais je prends les parfums et je me promène pour les vendre dans les villes. Et en 2009, j'étais malade, je suis allée à l'hôpital, on m'a dit que je souffrais des myomes. Donc je suis allée me faire opérer dans une clinique à Toumaudi. 2 semaines après, j'ai senti que je faisais les selles au niveau du vagin. Et puis, je suis retournée à la clinique.
It was done in a fashion that was not really a good technique, so her entire colon was hanging outside of her body, and she used a plastic bag every day to put her colon in it and walk around. When we put her to the operating room and were able to examine her under anesthesia to do proper examination, I discovered that they removed most of the rectum during the operation. However, we were able to refashion the colostomy and remove portion of the colon, and we provided her with colostomy bags. So now, rather than carrying her colon in a bag, now she has a properly fitted colostomy bag and a colon that's sitting inside her belly.
Je sais que grâce à vous, j'aurai le sourire d'avant. Quand je vais sortir du bloc et je vais me réveiller, quand je vais tendre la main sur le côté gauche et que je ne vais pas trouver cette énorme chose, je pense que je ne sais pas, mais les mots, vraiment, c'est difficile. Vraiment, je serai heureuse.
Your support for Mission Outreach is felt around the world. Your gifts have equipped doctors and nurses with more than $80 million in medical supplies and equipment. Patients are confident and comfortable. Hope is restored. Lives are changed.
Wow. There are thousands of people out there, just like these individuals, who need their burdens lifted, their dignity restored. Each and every one of them is worthy of our respect and love. It is our job tonight to provide the means to make that happen, to eliminate the barriers. We can make that happen. Mission Outreach communicates respect by attending to important details such as professional packaging and crating. It is essential but costly. So now to move on, Autumn, into our $2,500 level, which is very, very important. So check this out. At this level, giving at a $2,500 level can cover costs to make sure that medical supplies and equipment arrive at their destination in good condition. Now, already to this level, we have to say thank you again to Deacon and Ann Carr, who have gone above that mark with a $3,000 gift.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we have Terry and Georgia Winston are in at that $2,500 level as well. So thank you. Keep them coming. And thank you, Corinne. I see you have just donated as well. Keep them coming, people. The socks are working. Now, flimsy used boxes won't work when your cargo must travel 5,000 miles through rough seas and across primitive roads. Sensitive biomedical equipment must be braced and shipped in custom-built crates. Mission Outreach will spend $1,000 per 40-foot container to box, to label, crate, and shrink, wrap, and secure the life-saving donations they send. Multiply that by 50 for 1 year's expense. So, Autumn, right here, this is eliminating not only the barriers for getting the tools to the people, but the transportation of actually having it get there. You're removing that.
You've got to remove those barriers.
Absolutely.
There's no point.
Moving mountains.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my goodness. It looks like we've got a few more coming in. Mike and Jane Cottrell. Oh, wow. They're coming in at $2,000. Thank you.
Mike.
Oh, that's so fantastic. Anyone else at any time, feel free to jump on that One Cause app, put in the donation at your level. I see our friends at Mission Outreach are making sure to keep the chat active, so feel free to drop in your thoughts there.
Absolutely.
I've got a list for us right now. I'm pretty excited about this.
Okay. All right.
Neil and Sue Flynn, Dr. Eric and Vicky Losi, Brian and Lori Reardon, Paul and Amy Bullpit, John and Kathy Fry,
I'm getting
Kevin
excited.
and Sue Braheri, and Dr. John and Carol Gapsis. All have just made a $1,000 commitment.
Yes.
That's so
standing up
fantastic.
now,
In
people.
fact, let's just talk about what that $1,000 really means.
Okay.
Every dollar donated provides $7 in medical supplies and equipment.
Wow.
That's a $7,000 return on investment. Just
Absolutely.
times that by 7. That is quite the return on investment.
Absolutely.
Boy, we invite you right now, if you feel called to give at that $1,000 level, know that your donation is helping fund $7 in life-saving medical equipment that we know Mission Outreach will steward and will get where it is needed the most.
Once again, people, removing barriers and moving mountains. You are doing that tonight so far. Let's keep it up. Now, we've shared some pretty powerful videos with you so far this evening. You will be touched by a personal story of the impact that Mission Outreach can have on a young person's future by restoring vision for a girl in Uganda.
Yes, right. Can you see how many fingers? Can't see in here. Can you see me moving? Okay, so she's hand motion. She can see hands moving, but she can't see fingers. She can't see words or text. So the retina looks okay, right? She just has big cataracts, but the retina looks healthy. So this tells me that she's probably a good candidate. She's going to get okay vision, hopefully. She has striations on her neck, so it's going to be a very difficult surgery. I think we can do it, but not easy.
Agnes's mother died when she was very young, and her father left when she was born. I have been taking care of her for most of her life. Agnes's blindness affected every aspect of her life. It affected her growth, her behavior, and she could no longer go out with friends.
her dad? Yeah.
Okay, no worry.
It's gotten to the point where she can't go to school anymore. Basically, the hospital admitted, hopefully with doing this cataract surgery, we're going to be able to get her back into school. The power went out in the whole building, so we have flashlight power, which is not bright enough to finish the surgery at the moment. So we're waiting. The patient's very comfortable.
I thought I heard it. Okay. Yay! Let there be light.
Okay, so.
Hey. Here. What are you doing? You did good. You did great.
She's nervous, I think so.
I need to get her
What cup is this?
Yes.
With the power.
All right.
She's good. We'll see how she sees. He's like the happiest. I love it. Like her too. That's like one of the most genuine scenes.
Yes, baby girl.
She did good. She did so good. She's still so nervous.
Yeah, I know.
Good here. Oh, she's shaking. Hi, good morning.
Hello. Hi. How are you? All right, can she see? How many? Okay. Here, you want to do one out there? Hey, look at that. That's pretty far. Look at that. She's smiling. Good?
Yeah.
High five?
High five. Good.
Yeah. Okay, we like it. Good. Okay. She's so much better.
I am so happy to finally be able to see. Before I couldn't see at all. I couldn't do or get anything on my own. Now I can do anything I want. Now that I can see, I can go back to school to learn, and someday I want to become a nurse.
Our friends wait for container ships to deliver mission outreach donations. Tens of thousands wait for medical care, for hope, joy, freedom, dignity, and a future. They are waiting for you.
Wow. When two or more are gathered, he's with us. One of the most important things to the human spirit is dignity. Given the gift of restoration to one's sense of value and self-worth is truly priceless. And that is what Mission Outreach is helping achieve with each new container of medical supplies and equipment they are able to send out. Now, sending out these invaluable necessities involves much more than the cost of sailing a 40-foot container across the seas. It starts with the 18-wheeler trucks that gather these supplies from multiple locations around several states. So there's a lot that goes into this. Which brings me right in, Autumn, to our $500 level, which is very, very, very important here. You guys listen closely. And I'd like to say thanks again. We already have some people coming in. Thank you to Dr. Stephen and Mona Wright for your $500 donation. Jim and Barbara Lesticow, I might have said that name wrong, are funding Dignity Tonight. So thank you for joining them. Now, listen closely here. A donation of $500 will cover the diesel fuel for 2 multi-state trips to collect medical supplies and equipment. There are more than 100 facilities in Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, Missouri, and Kansas that drivers visit to collect these supplies. Fuel costs for 1 year will be more than $30,000. So help ensure the trucks are kept running to collect life-saving medical support coming in the door. So like I said earlier, these are very, very important tools and resources for these individuals, but we're also eliminating the barrier for the transportation for these supplies and tools to get there.
Absolutely, and I think it's important. We talked about at the $1,000 level the ability to buy $7 with every $1 spent,
right?
And now we're at this $500 level, inviting you to help fund to make sure the trucks can go pick up those supplies.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But, David, I think it's really also important to remind our audience tonight that your mission outreach volunteers, they're going to make sure that those dollars that you're giving tonight are invested the smartest, best way possible
the
to
right
reach
way.
the most people.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Now, just to say as well too, on average, it says here one tire for the 18-wheelers mission outreach drivers will run between $350 and $500. So as we talk about costs, we must always emphasize the tremendous value and quality of the products we send. So that it goes a long way with this $500 donation.
Hey, and David, I don't intend to interrupt, but I want to make sure that we recognize James and Robin Holding, who just stepped in with a very generous donation. Thank you
Keep
for
it
your
coming, people.
for your
Thank you.
contributions.
Thank you.
Well, I think, David, maybe now is a good time for us to shift over to our $250
Let's
level.
do it.
And you did such a great job of sort of talking about the cost to overcome barriers. I want to continue with that for a minute. Mission Outreach does such a tremendous job in making sure that their resources are inspected properly and they're prepared to go through these country product inspections and verifications that are required by several countries.
Absolutely.
Now, a donation of $250 would cover the cost to inspect and certify one 40-foot container. Without this funding, these containers, they're not going to reach their destination. They're not going to do the good that we're seeing being done through the testimonial videos tonight. So who's ready to give at this level? Who is feeling the calling to give at $250 tonight?
$250, folks.
We're looking for some donors to step in and make sure that this barrier is taken down with your funding this evening. We invite you to give. And again, at any level that you feel called to give, of course, Mission Outreach will make sure that your donations are stewarded in the best way possible.
$250 goes a long way.
It really does.
With just $250, you can remove barriers and you can move mountains for these individuals, which is huge.
Right.
It's huge.
And Mission Outreach, they're not new to this programming. They've been doing this for a while, and they've built this incredible inventory system that allows them to get the product details so that all of these inspections can be done quickly, they can be done efficiently, and all of the product that a location needs is delivered. I think another really amazing demonstration of the time and care that's taken to make sure that the equipment reaches where it's needed most. Mission Outreach requests feedback from all of the organizations that receive shipments. The responses overwhelmingly demonstrate satisfaction with Mission Outreach's products and their process. And your donations make it all possible. So I want to say thank you so much.
This is exciting, man. This is really exciting. I mean, and now we're down to our $100 level. And with just $100, remember that Mission Outreach trucks are collecting life-saving supplies and equipment. So interstate permits to Indiana and Missouri run between $40 and $50. So let's see how many truck permits we can cover tonight. With just $100, people, that can cover that. Now, $100 will also cover the software licensing fees for their online inventory system for an entire month. This allows recipients to select exactly what they need, and it assists in preparing important customs documentation. So just with $100 can do all of these things: transportation, licensing fees, everything. Pretty big level. And also to add, $100 could also go towards a high quality transformer to adapt a birthing bed, a fetal monitor, or an anesthesia machine. With the $100, wow, this is awesome. Something that we may not think about is that the equipment sent may not comply with the electrical outlets in foreign countries. Ensuring all the necessary components for the equipment to operate properly is just as important as included. So with $100, all those things I read, you can be supporting and helping.
You'd absolutely be helping so
Wow.
much. So much service to Mission Outreach, and it's $100. It's a great investment in helping Mission Outreach make sure that people's lives are saved.
Absolutely.
You know, we're going to move on with our program, but again, at any point in time you feel like giving, the One Cause app is available for you to give. The Mission Outreach team is online, ready to chat with you.
Penny and William, thank you so much.
Oh, Penny and William, thank you for your contribution. Please keep them coming. We will do our best to make sure that your gift is acknowledged. And I know the Mission Outreach team is watching carefully. I want to say thank you. You are an incredibly caring and generous crowd with us tonight.
Absolutely.
It truly shows the impact
It's the
that
socks,
we can have. It's your socks. I don't know if it's your socks. I think it might be Mission Outreach.
Yeah, okay.
It does show the impact that we have when we come together as one. You're changing lives
Absolutely.
and changing the world. If there is a level that you would like to give that wasn't offered tonight, we are happy to accept those gifts. Simply leave a comment in any of the chat functions and a member of the Mission Outreach team will connect with you. You can also contact Mission Outreach directly at 217-525-8843. Or if you like mail and checks, go for it. P.O. Box 3531, Springfield, Illinois 62708. I think this information is on your screen. You know, it all adds up.
Absolutely it does.
And your gift of any amount will absolutely be invaluable in saving lives.
Now, do we have any risk takers? Any gamblers out there? Okay.
Oh, some gamblers,
So
huh?
we've got you covered with the online 50-50 raffle. Now, Autumn and I were prepared to announce the lucky winner this evening. So, however, we have some great news to share with you. We're extending the date. I know you guys thought it was about to come right now. See, we're extending the date for supporters to buy their tickets tonight through December 5th. So half of the proceeds from this raffle will go directly towards protecting the local to global COVID-19 response efforts. And you guessed it, the lucky winner of this raffle takes home the other half of the pot. So you can continue to purchase tickets by visiting missionoutreach.org/raffle. That's mission-outreach.org/raffle. That is, sorry, I almost said it again. The drawing will be live via Facebook on December 5th. So tune in then and watch to see if you are the winner. That's exciting.
Oh, that is kind of exciting. You know, if I was the lucky winner, I'd probably give my money back to Mission Outreach.
Absolutely.
So just a little bonus there at the end of the year.
Absolutely.
Boy, each one of you this evening has been such a blessing to Hospital Sisters Mission Outreach. And blessings abound when we work together.
Amen.
There's already an outpouring of hope being spread around the world. The joy seen in the faces of those we shared with you tonight, it's multiplying. Dignity is restored, and many are being freed from the burden of disease and disability. Like the disciples who gave, as each one was able, to brothers and sisters living in Judea, we are called to give to those in need. Are you called to share this cause with others? We encourage you to spread the word through all communication channels. Maybe you're stirred to provide a monetary gift, and we thank you, and we promise to use your gift wisely. Or perhaps you hear the call to personally serve. Well, you can reach out to Mission Outreach by calling 217-525-8843 to learn how you can be involved. As individuals, we can only accomplish so much, but coming together as one body and sharing as we are able, we can and we do make an impact. It is with your help that Hospital Sisters Mission Outreach can continue to change lives and change the world. We want to leave you tonight with some entertainment from the African Children's Choir. Please enjoy their in-studio performance of Not Alone.
We are not alone.
Tulifica. Tulifica, Tulifica, Katanda Ninafe, Katanda Ninafe. Through the storms of this life, God is not too far from us.